So I guess just how's life been in this short window from fighting in Newark to now fighting on the main card of International Fight Week?
And life is great. Back in training camp and things like that. So I love staying active. So yeah, life has been great.
And how, just outside of fighting, how has life changed for you? Because we've always known, we've been interviewing you since the beginning, but I don't think a lot of fans knew much about you. Now the cameras are following you to church. They're following you around for Embedded. I saw you yesterday doing stuff with ESPN. So how's life changed for you outside of fighting?
I don't really know yet because I'm back in camp already. So you know what I mean? I don't really go outside like that. So maybe after this fight, I feel the different,
Do you prefer fights like this? Because I'm sure you would want a full camp for Brandon, but you don't have to dwell on him for 8-9 weeks. You don't have to do rounds and rounds of media. You just get to show up, cut weight, and fight. Do you prefer these short notice fights for a fight like this, or would you have preferred a full camp?
I mean, like I said, it's not a short notice, I would say, because 3 weeks is plenty of time. And like I said, shout out to him for giving me a chance to fight with him. So you know what I mean. But yeah, the media work. You know what I mean. I rather do this. Yeah.
Kai Kara France and Brandon said that maybe fans would be more excited for your fight against Brandon Royval than the original Manel Kape fight, just because you've been so active and you've been so exciting, as Royval called you, probably the most exciting flyweight in the UFC right now. So do you think that your matchup is going to generate more interest than the Manel Kape fight?
Yes, I think so, yeah, you know what I mean? Just because our fighting styles is... don't get me wrong, Manel's a great fighter, but the thing that I bring is it's a little different. You know what I mean? So the pressure, two pressure fighters gonna fight in the middle of the cage. So it's gonna be great for the fans.
And last one for me, have you looked ahead? I know you have Brandon on Saturday, but if you beat him, after that, it's title shots, main events, 5-round fights for you. Have you allowed yourself to kind of envision that, or is just life isn't past Saturday for you?
I mean, after I beat him, I'm going to get the title for sure, so yes.
Yeah, right. Good confidence. You've entered MMA at a time where this game's sort of changing. There's now more fighters than ever, more events than ever, and it's harder for younger guys to start standing out for fans. One of the ways to do that is to remain more active. Is that something you're aware of and something that you want to do to make your name grow bigger faster than some of these other guys?
Yeah, it's also that, you know what I mean, keeping my name out there. And the second thing is that, when you stay active, you just get better each and every time. So, you know what I mean, I just want to get better. And then I'm not going to be young forever. So, I want to get this done when I'm young.
I mean, you're talking about title fights already, and you just acknowledge that you're young. Is part of you not thinking maybe, we'll start growing, and when I'm ready, I'm ready? Or do you really, truly feel ready for that belt right now?
Yes. If they call me today, I'm ready.
Love that.
Yes, sir. Oh.
No, this mic's not working. Can you hear me over here?
Yeah, I got it.
Cool. So one of the things, you had this quick turnaround from the last fight to this fight. For you, how do you go about not overtraining, not overdoing it? Is that something you're aware of, or does your coaches need to tell you, hey, maybe take it easy? How did you go about not overdoing it going into this one?
Yeah, man. Each and every fight, me and my coaches, the relationship we have is that we keep talking after the fight and things like that. So we keep getting smarter about, overtrainings and, recovery, the recovery part. So I don't think I will be overtraining because, I like to think my last fight as a hard sparring before a big fight and things like that. So it's good.
Does the game plan change a bit just with the fact that Brandon's pretty tough to knock out and finish? I know you always go for the knockout, but you also don't want to overdo it in the fight either. Is this something you're thinking of with how durable Brandon was?
Yeah, but Cody was tough. You know what I mean? All these guys that I fought were tough. So even Bruno Silva was tough. You know what I mean? So if I can't get him out inside the 3 rounds, then we're gonna dominate him.
Just last one for me. Do you like the fact you're fighting an opponent? There's no real trash talk or build up. You guys are both really nice. You're violent in the cage, but is that something you like where you can just focus on the fight and not worry about trash talk and all that?
I mean, the trash talk, you know what I mean? I never have nothing against the guy, so if, you know what I mean, if you want trash talk, I don't really mind, man. Yeah.
Joshua over here. You know, when you have a dominant champion like Pantoja, people talk about like the whole division is watching him. The whole division is trying to find those holes in his game. Do you feel like, you know, you've been one of those guys doing that when he fights every time, you know, out, that you're getting more and more information to beat him? And do you feel like the whole division is doing that because he's been on top for so long?
I don't know. When I watch his fight, I just watch his fight. I didn't study him like that, you know, just because I like to focus on one fight at a time. So, you know, when I get to fight him, that's when I will study him.
Thank you.
Over here. Josh, a lot of people find it unfair that the champion Pantoja is pound for pound ranked number 10. Do you think he should be ranked higher?
Definitely. You know, what he done in the division is just crazy. You know what I mean? I think he should be a little higher than that.
Over here, Josh. You're currently leading the flyweight division for most significant strikes landed per 15 minutes. How do you keep that pace up against a guy like Royval with great cardio?
I don't know. I'm going to have to see in the cage, you know. What you see on TV versus what you really see in the cage is a little different.
Joshua, just over here. You said you feel like you're ready for the title. Do you think Pantoja retains the title this weekend? How do you feel that title fight goes down?
You know, if he stay champions and I get to fight him, that would be ideally, right? But I think this fight against Kai versus him is 50-50. You know what I mean? So whoever win the fight, they're gonna have to see me. So.
How do you feel you match up with either of them?
You said what?
How do you feel that you match up with Pantoja or Kai?
I haven't studied them, so you know I gotta get past Royval, and then we're gonna do the study.
And do you feel it's important to put on a standout win this Saturday to be able to call for that title shot?
Yes, definitely.
And last one, can I get a prediction for the main event? How do you think that goes down?
I like both of them, but I think Ilya get it done.
Thank you.
Josh, just one for me, brother. I don't know if this one's been asked yet, but are you going to be weighing in at championship weight this weekend? Because like we've seen stranger things in the past. You know, if somebody was to fall out, not only could you jump to that title shot, but you could have the opportunity to tie John Jones's record as being the youngest champion ever in the UFC.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm definitely going to make 125 for sure. Yes, sir.
Hey, Josh. Right here. Good morning, Josh. You're one of the biggest prospects right now in the division. You are becoming slowly a fan favorite. What do you think about all the progress you've made so far?
The progress? Yeah. I like the progress that I made, you know what I mean? I feel like we just keep getting better each and every fight after each and every fight. So shout out to my teammate and my coaches for, you know, guiding me the right way.
And obviously you're just days away from possibly your biggest fight in your career. I wanted to ask you, how do you feel about this opportunity and the fact that you are part of the international fight with here in Las Vegas?
You feel great, man. But like I said, ain't no fight is too big for me or too small for me. So I look at every fight as the same.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Yeah.
A lot of people assessing the fight have suggested that Royval is going to attack JT to the ground. What have you done to prepare for that scenario?
Like I said, if he go to the ground, then Josh Van submit Brendan Royval. Sir.